Hello, how are you? I really hope that you are doing very well. As you can see on the screen, the topic today is reading techniques. While talking about reading, it is one of the four skills to learn language. Reading can be fun and tiring at the same time. So reading can entertain us, improve our understanding of the language, and build our vocabulary. And somehow we may also experience tiredness. It can be because of the book itself or the improper time to read. And when you don't have much time and don't want to waste time reading something that doesn't really matter, you need to learn speed reading techniques. Speed reading techniques are to indicate the efficiency of reading. We have skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning are speech reading strategies that can be used to glance at a text looking for particular information, particularly in large bodies of information when it is unnecessary to retain all of it. And skimming and scanning are reading techniques that use rapid eye movement, and we read according to the purpose and get specific information quickly without wasting time. And we do not read everything. Now let's move to the definition of skimming. Skimming is a technique used to quickly identify the general or main ideas of a text. And it involves running eyes quickly over text and looking for some of the important parts of the text. And scanning, it is a technique to search for keywords. It also involves moving eyes quickly down the page, looking for specific piece of information. Well, now let's move to the uses of skimming and scanning. Skimming can be used to preview, overview, or review. Preview means getting an idea of what it is about without reading the main body of the text. An overview means understanding the content and recalling information. And review means trying to remember many ideas and details clearly. So you can use skimming for long text, books or textbook chapters, newspaper, or magazine. Remember, here you find general information. And now let's go to scanning. Scanning can be used to find or check phone number or address, words in dictionary or index, time schedule in an agenda, and prices in a catalog. And remember, scanning is used to find specific information. Alright, next, how to skim. Read the title. Title will give the most important idea of the text. If the title does not interest, people will probably skip it. Next, read the first few paragraphs. This will help you to get a basic understanding of the information. And then read the first and the last sentence of each paragraph. This might contain its topic sentence or main idea and concluding sentence. Next, look at any illustration or graphic features. You can look at the illustration and try to understand what it is about. And last, read the summary in details. This contains the main points of the overall text. Now let's move to how to scan. First, decide on a few keywords or phrases. Well, you can choose keywords for the important ideas. Next, look for only the keywords. So let your eyes or finger move quickly to find the keywords. And stop and read more closely if needed. So when you find the keywords, you can read the sentences that contain the keywords. Now look at the example. Skimming and scanning the news. You can skim to find out what it is all about. Here, the heading and picture can help you to get the main idea of the text. And you can also scan the text to look for important information. For example, the keywords and the numbers. That is to find the specific information. Let's move to how to read a journal article. First, skim. Quickly scan the article so you can read the title, keywords, and abstract carefully. Reread. Read the article again. You try to search important points such as problems and findings. Interpret. Try to understand the main points. So you can interpret the data by examining graphs and tables carefully. And last is summarize. Highlight key points on the article. You can take notes to improve reading comprehension and remember the key points of the article. Here I provide a guideline to read a research article. There are only 5 components to explain. First, introduction. Second, methods. Third, results. Fourth, discussion. And the last, conclusion. I hope you still remember the main points in each component. Let's start from introduction. There are several questions to answer. What has previous research found? The most relevant research. So the previous research must be the most relevant research that has been done by the other researchers. Why did the researchers carry out the study, or what is the problem? It refers to the reasons of conducting the study or the problem or condition related to the topics. What are the limitations of the recent study? It indicates the gap that the researchers want to fill, or shortcomings or conditions that cannot be controlled. Next, what are the research questions, or what do the researchers expect to achieve? Well, it refers to questions that the researchers address, or it tells about the objectives of the study. Remember, another terms for objectives are aims, purpose, or goals. Now let's move to methods. Who were the participants? This question describes the characteristics of the participants. And where and when did the researchers conduct the study? It explains the setting of the study. And next, what were the type, technique, and instrument used in the study? It is clear that it will tell you about the type of research, the research technique, and the instruments. And the last, how did the researchers collect and analyze the data? It relates to the procedure of data collection and data analysis. Now, results. What did the researchers find, or what did the researchers not find? It tells the findings, and the researchers may also explain the different findings of the other research. And the second question, did the researchers find the unexpected findings? So actually, this is an optional question. And the next is discussion. Did the findings answer the questions? So this question indicates whether the findings answered the research questions proposed at the beginning, and it also interprets the findings. Then how did the researchers assess the findings with the theoretical concepts? It elaborates and connects the findings to the theoretical concept used in the study. And the last is conclusion. What were the most important findings of the study? This question describes the main results in general. And what are the implications of the study? It refers to the impact of the recent research or how important the study is. What are the strengths and weaknesses of the study? It explains the great effects and things to improve in the study. And the last, what are the recommendations? It indicates solutions to the problems, or it suggests specific actions identified in the recent research as well as future research. Alright, now let's take a look at the example and apply skimming and scanning. See the title and the paragraph, then answer the questions. Please guess the answers. Alright, let's start from number 1. What is the main idea of the paragraph? Well, I underline the words main idea because we will use skimming reading technique. So I underlined the important points. Yeah. So here we have the first sentence, first or second sentence of the paragraph, then the last sentence of the paragraph. From these points, we can see that the main idea is the importance of brushing teeth and the right methods of toothbrush use. And number 2, how many times should you brush teeth in a day? I underline the words or the questions how many times because we will do scanning. Look at this one. How many times? So you can see the answers here. More than twice a day. Alright, next let's go on to the next slide. This is an example of a research article. I took one of the components, that is introduction. Let's do skimming and scanning. Please guess your answers. Question number 1. What has previous research found? Okay, the focus is previous research. So the technique used can be scanning, since you scan to find the words previous research. These are the answers for number 1. Then you can also apply skimming to get the main idea of the previous research. So you can conclude it by yourself. Number 2, what are the research questions in this study? So you can apply scanning. Try to find the keywords research questions or the word questions quickly in the text. Okay, so we've found these keywords and these are the answers for question number 2. And the last, what is the reason for conducting the study? Since we cannot search the word reason in the text, then we have to try to understand each paragraph and find the main point. And here we've got the answer for number 3 in this paragraph. Well, I think it's all I can say. Hope it's understandable. Thank you.